What's up guys, it's Missy. I'm back with another SimCity build a video. Today we're going to be doing a low-level contest to mayor's walkthrough for the city MissBell? Brian? One of the two, okay? Can't remember. Alright, now, the first thing that we do is we go through and we do a task assessment, set the scene, all that good stuff so we know what kind of player we're dealing with, if they're low level, high level, you know, how many factory slots are unlocked, what league they're in, that kind of thing. So he is level 24. He has a full experience bar, meaning he can do regular residential upgrades if he absolutely has to, meaning if they're in the streaks or, you know, 2,400 points or higher. The first thing that 2,000 points or higher. The first thing is to do a task assessment, and that is where you go through and you say what you know about each task, break it down into subcategories of main, rotatable, no touch, canceled, last resort, rotatable. Main tasks are tasks that are 2,000 points or higher. Premium tasks are tasks that can be worth 3,000 points or higher. High premiums are tasks that can be worth over 3,000 points. Non-premium are tasks that cannot be worth 3,000 points. Rotatable assignments are assignments that are used to open up more main assignments, so they are below 2,000 points in your main list. Now, when people screw up on their task assessment, it really frustrates me because the answers are in your contest to mayor's guide, okay? And it's been said many times. I'm automatically seeing some major screw-ups with this task assessment. Now, it is his first week in Mega, so I'm not going to go off completely. But you need to pay better attention. Now, I'm going to do my best to kind of understand which assignments are which because it's in a different language. But I should be able to do okay with the icons. Okay, so the first one looks like a VU repair, which is a non-premium. No, it's not a VU repair. That is a launch VU. VU repair cannot be worth 1,200 or 1,000 points. The lowest amount is 1,200, so that's definitely a launch VU. That being said, it is at rotatable value, but it is a premium assignment. It can be worth up to 3,000 points. That is mistake number one. Mistake number two, you have a main assignment, which you marked with an M. That is correct, but that is a what? That is a premium assignment. What have I said? That premium assignments can be worth up to 3,000 points. The beach is a non-premium. It cannot be worth 3,000 points. It is at main task value, and it is limited. That's why the LT is there, meaning once all the beach assignments are gone, then they're done. I mean, that's it. The next one is an upgrade. Not sure, but I'm assuming it's a regular residential. It's a main. It is non-premium. I'm assuming. Saying that that is a regular residential, I'm assuming that that's what that is. Then it would be non-premium. If that's something else, like a Latin or something, then that's wrong. This is going to be kind of confusing. Okay, non-premium, cargo, rotatable. That is correct. We have a, what the hell happened here? We have a repair. Okay, I see. That's non-premium rotatable. Then we have a non-premium last resort rotatable coins, a premium on the rotatable glass, non-premium no touch monster, non-premium no touch epic. No. That is a rotatable assignment, okay? Premium shop production, rotatable saps, and you marked it premium. That is not premium. That is a non-premium assignment. Limited time, rotatable. Okay, so there was a few mistakes here with this task assessment. All right, let's get into the choices here. Starting with the first choice, first obvious choice is the 3,000. He gets an upgrade for Tokyo at 1,000 points, so at least it's there for a low value. Then he gets a beach, or not gets, but does the beach for 2,500, that is correct. Okay, now, he gets a 1,600 caps, and he does cargo for 1,800, okay? Now he gets feed for 2,240. Now, I don't know what he prepped in his factories, but usually I advise that people prep feed, right? If that is the case, and you did prep feed, what you would do now at this point is you would pick up what you would do is you would keep the second half of the feed prepped, and the second half would be what? 16, Okay, so if you have 40 factory slots, the remaining amount is 56. Round that up to 20. Okay, so you would pick up 20 of your feed that you had produced, and you would leave 20 there for the second half of your feed. You're going to utilize those other factory slots for either, a metal task or something else like seeds or whatever. Point being, you would not just pick up all, 40 of them right now, right? We can't afford the downtime for that, but you can utilize at least 20 of your factory slots. That being said, moving on, he would go with the next highest premium, and that would be the caps. Then he gets beach again. Now he gets a main keys task. Now he's got Latin for 3,600. Now he has had 2 upgrades pop up in the first 6 assignments rotated, one of them being of a pretty high value. If this one down here is a regular residential, I don't know, but if it is, this should have been rotated first. Okay, like way back, right around the time, right after you did the beach. Because you have plenty of experience in your bar, you can do this 2,400 assignment. The fact that you now have a 3,600 and a 2,400, now you've got 2 assignments that can't be done, that shouldn't be done, taken up in your list, saying that that is a regular residential, then it can be, but if it can be, then it should have been done sooner, is what I'm trying to say. It really sucks not knowing what these are. All right, so the next thing here would be to rotate either that regular residential or that 1,600 repair. And he does that. That was a mistake. So let's go back and let's look. Why? Why would you do that when you have the repair for double the points, hasn't been rotated yet? Yes, it's non-premium, but you also have a lot of you've had 2 upgrades roll in the first 6 assignments. So why would you pick something really low on the list knowing it could have a high kickback as a result? Not a good sign. I would have went with that 2,400 regular residential if that's what that is. If not, then I would have went with the repair. Okay, now he's got beach again, launch legendary, and he gets, I don't know what that is. 2, could be Old Townhome maybe? I don't know. If it is, now he's got several upgrades in his list for a high value. Only, 10 assignments done, he's got to be careful. So I would have went with the repair. There's his beach again, now he's got keys again, tape, launch, and now he's got a 2,300 textiles task, which is 2 rounds. Does a cancellation. Boy. Okay. That was a mistake because you had too many upgrades coming in still to do that. And you really have, yes, you have a lot of high valued assignments, but rotating in that repair and possibly that regular residential, if that's what it is, would have been advised first because you wouldn't want to cancel and then just have it come right back. So he does that, gets keys for 1,600, then he does the downtime on the feed. Now, he's 16 assignments in, 5 days remaining, so he should have went with the textiles. And the reason why is because he can do feed at nighttime, okay? So before bed, after the textiles are done, he can rotate in the feed if he needs to, even though I'm assuming that the first half of the feed was done. That doesn't really matter when we're talking about double downtime, right? I mean, feed takes, 10 hours? And we're talking about it coming back. You could have used that time on something for when you're asleep versus textiles, which takes less time and is worth more points. 3,000 delivery. Now you do this. This doesn't make sense to me. So let's see, 38. Hold up. Yeah. 34. Why did you do this now? Why, if you were gonna, okay, so this has to be a regular residential, like I've been assuming. Why didn't you do this sooner? I mean, you knew you had the experience available. You knew it was over 2,000 points as instructed. Why wait? Doesn't make sense. Okay, so here we've got this situation. Active wartime. He goes with cement. Okay. I would have done the repair because it hasn't been done yet. Keys has been done twice already at 2,000 points. I would have went with the repair. It's further down on the list. It's a doorway that hasn't been tried yet. It's worth 200 more points. Try to get it in your list for a lower amount. You want to look at your list as a whole. You have several high assignments, you know, right there in the upgrade. And the high factory productions are all your 2,000 main assignments, and then all of your rotatables are, you know, either non-premiums with high algorithms, or you've got really low premiums of really low algorithm, right? So I would have went midway, rotated in some of those non-premiums, like that repair first. Obviously, this was right. You would go with the beach. You would go with the main 3K task. You would go with the mountain. Now here, he's got tape for 1440. He should have went with the repair for 1600 because it hasn't been tried yet. It's not at its lowest value. Now he's got a 2400 war task here. 2000, 3000, 2000, or 2500, 3000. Okay, so now he takes some downtime for the textiles. I don't know if we were, I think we were in war here. Okay, there's that 36 Latin again, which kind of sucks because 10 tasks away from streaks. You're still working these really low, you know, premiums here. Okay. Now he's got that 1,600 regular residential back, 2,500 on the beach again, upgrade London. Okay, so now he goes with keys. Now normally you would pick keys over repair, but you've already done keys twice. You haven't tried the repair yet at all, right? Okay, so now he's got wood. Now he's got the textiles, but at least they came back with the low value. Now here, this doesn't make sense to me either, because this is a last resort rotatable. You had the 1,600 repair at the bottom that's been there from the beginning. Okay, 1,600 non-premium, and you did really? Really? Okay, what have I said 3 billion times in all my walkthroughs, you guys? Don't rotate factory assignments before the streaks because they will continue to come back in the streaks and could possibly cause you to fail or not be able to finish on time. It was here worth a low value. It is 2 rounds of downtime during active war. 3 tasks before the streaks. You had an assignment non-premium with a higher algorithm rate that you know will come in the streaks. If it does come in the streaks, it'll come in for between 1,200 and 2,400, more likely between 16 and 24, holding your average pretty decent through that streak that time. But now you have the possibility of the textiles coming back in the streaks. I would have not, oh boy, that was bad. That was really bad, okay? So now we've got the Launch 3 in Club Wars. Now, if the game did change and you can't get war assignments in the streaks anymore, then that's fine, but we don't know that yet. So he started the streaks 2 tasks early. I don't know if he has all upgrades. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it looks like he's got all the upgrades. So what you should have done was rotated at the minimum the repair to try to get maybe secure along factory production, secure the textiles, sugar, chems, something. You still had a couple more tasks you could rotate, so that was a mistake. Now you've got the keys, coins, Paris, 8,000 points, 3,000, 2,500 beach, 1,600 Paris, 1,600 coins again. There's the feed. Ouch. Okay. Coins, keys, Paris. You're in a loop. Cargo. Beach or mountain. One of the two. Mountain. Ladders. Watches. 8,000. 1,400 on minerals. 1,400 on flour. Beach. Coins again. 8,000. Keys. Paris. Donuts. Mountain. 8,000. Picked up where you left off here. What is that? What the hell is that? Oh, hell no. You did not just do that. Really? This I don't understand. So either earlier you didn't do a regular residential, or here you didn't do a regular residential. One of the two. Why are you upgrading anything but regular residentials? And if you are going to, why are you doing the worst one possible? Mountain, donuts, coins. Wait, is that a dozer? Let's go back. Has to be dozer. Okay, that's an expand land. Going based off the hat here, but then I realized, wait a minute, no upgrade is 2,000 points for one. Okay, so I'm done. I'm not going to yell at you for that. So I was about ready to rip your head off for that one. Okay, so that's a dozer. This weirdo language shit is driving me crazy, dude. Okay. So here, all right, let's back up because you're making mistakes still. Okay, here. You are at value trumps opportunity, right? Yes. Okay. Why are you doing a donuts for 1,400 when value trumps up? Okay, so you're running out of assignments. Opportunity is no longer a major concern as you're running out of assignments. So the idea here is to bank in as many points as possible. You have a 1,600 repair down below, and you did a 1,400 donuts. 1,400 coins. 1,400 coins. 1,400 chairs. 1,500 coins. 1,600 metal. 1,700 plastic. 1,000. You could have done repair. I mean, think about this for just a minute. You're using your tickets. You're trying to bank in a win. You're running out of assignments. The idea is to add as many points as possible. And you just took an assignment multiple times worth like 600 points less. This one's 600 points less than repair. Okay, so here's the thing. You ended with a good score, and I'm going to tell you why. You ended with a good score because you got a lot of beach and mountain upgrades. Now, think about that for a minute. Those are 2,500 points, and look how many there were. Do you know how many assignments you have to have at 3,000 points for every 1,000 point assignment that you do? Every 1,000 point assignment you do drops you 1,000 points on your average. What that means is you have to, for every 1,000 point assignment you do, you have to do at least a 3K task to make up for the 1,000 point task that you did, right? So you do 1,000 points, you're missing 1,000 points on your average. So you do a 3,000 point task. No, you got to do 2 of them because you got to make up for the lost points. I knew that didn't sound right. Okay, so you've lost 1,000 points on your average. Now, before the streaks, the overall average that you guys were supposed to be aiming for was 2,000 points per task. So you take the amount of assignments done and you divide it by the total score that you have at the time in which you're looking at your average. So if you've done 20 assignments and have 100,000 points, which whatever, okay, that would be your overall average. Now, think about this for just a second. Before the streaks, you want to aim for about a 2,000 point average. Now, after the streaks, that's a little different because you get 8,000 points as a bonus. Now, overall, the low-level players right now are ending between 180 and 200,000 points on average if they do everything right. That being said, some of them hit as high as like 209, 210, but that's when they get like a really good week. Point being, that's significantly higher than a 2K average. Now, ideally, you're at 194,000. That's a good score. But you need to look at why you had that score and what you're going to do going forward. Okay, so this is your first week in Mega. You had, the reason that I tell you guys to save your beach and mountain upgrades is so that you have weeks like this at the beginning when you're learning. Because what's going to happen is if you haven't corrected the mistakes that you're making, by the time you run out of beach and mountain and run out of this 24 experience bar, you're not going to win. Not if you don't have a good speed and choices and understanding of the way the contest to mayors works. So for your first week, did you do good? Yes, you did. But you had a safety net. And that safety net was that you not only had, you have a good group, but you had those beach, the mountain, and things like that, okay? Now, take those away, take away that extra experience bar, what would you have done if you didn't have all those beach and mountain to bring your score way up? All those 1,600 point assignments that you did were basically canceled out as a 2K average for every beach assignment or mountain assignment you got. So, that being said, what you need to do moving forward is you need to practice on understanding which assignments have, which algorithm, what assignments are premium versus non-premium, because your task assessment was pretty bad. And then understand the rotation of how low-level CoM works, when to cancel, when not to cancel, when to rotate long factory productions, when not to. If you would have gotten textiles feed 2 more times, you would have been damn near out of time. That's all it would have taken. It's just 1 more time each of those, and you may not have finished on time. And it happens all the time. So, I'm going to be doing a video later on today about some tips for you low-level players, but hopefully that helps you guys, or at least helps the person that, made this this week. He did end up winning, which is good, and that is a kick-ass score for your first week in Mega. All I'm saying is you want to try really hard to learn and correct the few mistakes that you made before your safety net runs out so that you can continue to win. Okay? All right, you guys, good luck.